Hello, welcome to this Tridosha yoga sequence. This is the first part of 3 sections I'm going to be filming. I'm here in my friend's beautiful garden in Italy, and you can hear the water in the pond behind me. There may be a few frogs that start to make some sound. Ow! And there's definitely some mosquitoes. So I'm going to shoot this. Please come into a position on your shins. Sitting up nice and tall, taking your hands, left palm on top of right, thumbs lying by either side of each other. Feel the rooting down of your hips and legs into the earth, and feel the spine long and tall. Start to notice the sounds around you, any sensations in the body. Maybe a breeze on your skin. And then begin to turn your attention toward your breath. Let the breath be long and slow. Belly expanding with the in-breath and gently relaxing on the out-breath. We're going to begin our practice today by doing left nostril breathing to activate the relaxed response in the body. So take 2 fingers between your eyebrow center, put your thumb on your right nostril, and inhale through the left nostril. Exhale through the left nostril. Make sure as you do this, there's no pausing in between. You're simply inhaling and exhaling. Left nostril or Ida Nadi breathing is good if you are feeling stressed and need to calm down, relax. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, our relax and rest response. And it also cultivates feelings of calmness, feelings of security, ease, compassion, patience, qualities known to be and considered more female. And take your final breath in here and out. Good. And then we're going to place our hands on our knees, arms are straight. We're going to round the back. And then we're going to roll our hands to our hips, elbows back, gazing forward. So connecting breath and movement, inhaling as the chest lifts and exhaling as the back rounds. So this practice, Tridosha, is going to have slow, calm movements with lots of resting opportunities to bring the energy of Pitta and Vata down. We'll be doing some prone back bends, allowing us to root into the earth. And now taking your hand to the side, just reach over and lean. And to the other side. I want you to imagine that you're moving through water. So Pitta can get a little bit competitive, tendency to push ourselves. So in this practice, less is more. That's the mantra to adopt. Vata can get carried away with moving quickly as well. Hands behind you, just lift the chest and relax the gaze down. So we're going to keep our eye gaze down to keep Vata grounded. The air and space elements can make them feel a little bit too light. So, taking your hands together now, we're going to lift up, expand our elbows back, and land. Inhale and exhale. Now I have a soundtrack on my Spotify channel, which you can play to this sequence. I'll share that in the notes. Beautiful. And release. Good. So we're going to come down into a child pose now. We have a dog here as well. So the arms can be relaxed, elbows can be soft, or you can extend forward. But again, if you're Pitta or Vata, take it easy. Do less rather than more. That's Mushti. Someone has arrived at the gate, I imagine. Just letting everybody know. All right. Coming onto your hands and knees now. Just do your version of cat-cow. First, I'm just going to turn my ankles around in one direction and then the other way. So we get a little bit of release from sitting on our feet earlier. So you might want to do a traditional cat-cow. You might want to try a gazing sideways cat-cow. Or maybe you feel like doing a circular barrel movement. Just do whatever feels good for you. Taking your time, moving through water. That's the theme of today. Nice and slow and steady. Lovely. And then come down onto your forearms and just do that rounding of the back and gazing forward movement a couple of times. We're easing our way into opening up the upper back. And then pivot your left hand towards your right elbow. Right elbow goes forward, just stretch. And then bring the elbow back in, pivot the left hand forward and stretch. And then coming down onto your forearms, extend your legs back and come into a Sphinx pose. So as you breathe in, draw the elbows back toward the hips. And as you exhale, bow your chin down. So we're only ever looking forward. We're trying not to look up. This provides a more grounding effect for the body and the mind. This time, if you wish, you can push into your knees and lift your hip belly up a little bit. Inhale to extend the elbows back. Exhale to round the back. Good. And then coming to lie, making a little pillow for your head with your hands. Feeling the body relax into the support of the earth. And then taking your elbows down in line with your shoulders, palms either side of your mat, drop your head down. As you inhale, push into your forearms to lift your neck and chest up. So moving with your in-breath, just gazing just in front of your mat, and then down. One more time. Lovely. And then take your hands under your shoulders, push yourself back up, and come into a child's pose. And we're going to be in this pose many times, so just notice how it feels at this point in your practice. This is about a 30-minute practice we're doing, just to be honest and open. Now, as you come up onto your hands and knees, we're going to move the hands forward just a little bit. We're going to drop the hips down. And then we're going to press the hips back towards the heels again. Inhale as you roll forward, push through the hands, gazing straight ahead, and then exhale down. One more time, just loosening up the hips. And again. Lovely. And then coming back onto the hands, we're going to take the left leg and we're just going to circle it around really slowly in one direction 3 times. And then let's go the other way. And then taking that leg out to the side, press down through the outside edge of your foot. Right hand is under right shoulder. Take your arm and sweep it around. And again, Pitta imbalances. Take it slow. Imagine you're moving through water. Vata, keep your eyes down. Now we're going to sweep the arm through and underneath towards the back of the mat. So reach up, exhale, reach through. One more time, and through. Lovely. Now bring yourself down onto your forearms and just feel as if you're pressing your sit bones up toward the ceiling slightly. Press down through the outside edge of your foot, and we're accessing into our inner thighs now as we do this. Beautiful. And then coming up, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me better, but you stay where you are. We're going to take our hand and slide it down the leg, and then bring our hand to our heart. Exhale, lean to the side. Inhale back. One more time. Now, if you wish, you can have a block here. You can land your hand and reach over. Inhale to come up, and exhale to go down. Padagasana, gate pose. Really nice for stretching, loosening up any tightness in the waist and hips. Beautiful. Coming back around. Taking that leg behind you now. Pressing down through your left hand as you reach the opposite arm and leg away from each other. So finding that balance point. And then reaching back for the foot. If it's there, great. If it's not, that's fine too. Reaching back. I'm having a little dance with a plant here. And then maybe this time, if it's there, you can hold the foot and stretch, lifting the knee, stretching through the shoulder, opening up the front chest and the thigh and the hips, and release. Good. And then coming back into your child's pose, having a rest, softening through the eyes, softening so that you can focus on breathing into the space between your shoulder blades. And if the forehead is quite far from the floor, you can always use a block to rest your head on so it's not hanging. Okay, coming back up. We're going to do the other side now. So we're going to take the back leg and circle it around in one direction 3 times. And then go the other way. And then we're going to extend that leg out to the side. I'm showing you from this direction because I'll be in the pond if I go the other way. So reaching up your arm now to sweep it around. Lifting and lowering. Slow is good. This practice in the heat of summer is designed to cool us down. Pitta is the season of summer, hot heat, dryness. We want to bring more fluidity, more calmness, more coolness. So moving slowly will help that. Lovely. Bring the hands down, coming onto the forearms, just feeling that stretch in the groin. A gentle lifting up of the sit bones as you press down through the outside edge of your foot. Beautiful. And then coming back up, extending that leg behind you, placing weight through the same arm and extending the opposite arm away, finding that length through the fingertips all the way to the toes. Stay here if you wish, or begin to bend and extend. And maybe you can hold that foot, lift it up, and feel a nice extension in your spine, eyes gazing softly down at your mat. Beautiful. Release. Extend the hands forward a little bit and slowly come down to rest on your belly. Make a little pillow for your head with your hands and shake out any tension in your hips. So this time we're going to turn the hands into a V shape, and then we're going to lift the elbows and then lower them down. Lifting the chest a little higher this time, but being conscious of keeping our gaze just in front of our mat, not up. And this time, if you wish, you can lift your right foot with your right elbow and lift your left foot with your left elbow. So you're just turning behind. to look over your shoulder. That's it. One more time. And last time on this other side. Lovely. Good. Hands come under the shoulders. We push back up and we come back into our child's pose. Nestling down into our home base again. So if you haven't done yoga or Tridosha yoga before, it's a practice that is suitable for all dosha types. If you don't know what a dosha is, this is what happens when you're born, when the sperm and the egg reach each other. Come on up. We're going to tuck our toes underneath now. You are uniquely created with a constitution that is a combination of the three elements, Pitta, Vata and Kapha. And if you see an Ayurvedic doctor, they will tell you which one you are. So this time we're going to put our hands on our back. We're going to lift up, press our hips forward. And then as we sit down, we're going to take one arm up and lift and then down. And kind of gaze over towards the bent arm. So you're looking behind you towards your elbow. That's it, or maybe your feet. So again, looking down rather than up. One more time. This is a preparation for Ustrasana or camel pose. Lovely. Bring your hands onto the mat. And now we're going to keep our toes tucked. We're going to breathe in, arch the back. And as we exhale, we're going to lift the hips into a downward facing dog. Inhale, slowly land. Exhale, rise. Fingers spread wide. Feet hip distance apart. Exhale, lift. And then if you like, you can stay here and just walk your dog up and down, lifting and lowering alternate heels. So I happen to be a Pitta Vata dosha type. You have one that you can't change. It's how you were made. But we have something called our Prakruti, what's happening right now. And that could be a little different. So an Ayurvedic doctor will tell you what each of those are and give you preventative health tips to help improve your health and well-being. Come down onto your knees. Good. We're going to extend the right leg out. And we're going to curl it in under towards our nose. Ayurveda is the oldest preventative health system on the planet. The idea is to keep healthy so you don't get sick, which is better than getting sick. Now this time as you come in, land your foot between your hands and come on up. We're going to bow down. And as we lift up, we're going to reach our elbows back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Lovely. And this time we're going to reach the hand down towards the ground as we lean towards our bent knee side, just stretching a few times to the side. Nice. Eye gaze, looking softly down. And then bring your hands to the floor. Step your knee back a couple of inches and then begin to extend and bend your leg. We're coming into Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits pose, lengthening into our hamstring. Once you've found a place that feels like the right spot, and then soften towards your leg. Inhale, back away. Make sure that your foot is flexed, that your quad, the muscle in the front of your leg, is engaged so that your hamstring can lengthen. Beautiful. And now the back arm stays down, the front arm reaches up towards the ceiling and then underneath your leg. Reaching up. Maybe you're feeling a stretch down the outside of that leg. Really good for stretching the IT band, the hip. Last one. And now bending the knee, back hand stays down, back knee lifts, and we come into a twist. We lower the knee and the arm, and then we lift up. Lower and lift. This practice should be nice and slow so you're never feeling like you're out of breath. Walk your foot to the edge of the mat and bring your hands underneath your shoulders and then just roll forward and back into lizard pose. If you have the ease of lowering onto your forearms, you can do so. or just stay with me in this position. Good, we're gonna step that leg back, hands under shoulders. We're gonna bring our knees down and slowly land on the mat. Make that pillow again for your head and rest. Shake your hips. Now, keeping your hip bones on the floor, we're going to extend one leg up and back, and then extend the other leg up and back. So just alternating as you lift one leg fully straight, feeling the glutes and the lower back muscles activating as you do this. And now we're going to bend the knee, and we're going to lift the knee away from the floor if possible, flexing the foot, feeling the glutes working here, release, and then again, push the foot towards the sky, towards the ceiling. Nice. Okay. Now take the hands underneath, push yourself back up, and come back into your child's pose. Every time you arrive here, a chance to focus your breath in your back, the back of the lungs expanding, belly soft, face soft as you lower more and more towards the earth. And then coming back up, we're going to do the other side now. So extend the back leg and curl. Extend and curl. Taking your time, feeling like you're moving through water. I'll keep saying that. This time as the knee comes in, we land the foot where the backhand was, and we come up to balance on our knee. Bow down, hands together, take them apart, and bow, and rise, bow, and rise. And this time the back arm goes down towards the floor. Top arm reaches over the head, making a nice gentle C shape with your spine. Lovely. And then bringing the hands down, walking the knee back a couple of inches, straightening and bending your back leg. Now another thing, maybe if the floor is not here, a couple of blocks would be great so that you have the mat come a little closer. This time, let's keep the leg there. Walk the hands back under the shoulders, extend the toes, bend, and lift. Exhale. Inhale. Now we're going to keep the front arm on the floor, lift the back arm up, and twist. Hand goes underneath. Think about drawing your extended leg hip back. That's it, lovely. Stay lifting the arm, and then bring yourself forward, the front arm under the shoulder, lift the back knee, back arm, and twist. Lowering and lifting. Eyes facing down towards the ground. One last time. And now walking your foot to the edge of the mat, hands underneath the shoulders, rocking forward and back. Now, I had a hip replacement about 5 months ago, so I'm moving very carefully, but really happy with how much more mobility I have. Yoga practice is what told me I had a hip issue. I could see I couldn't do things as well on my left side as my right. Take your left leg back into a plank position, lower the knees, and slowly melt down towards the ground. Rest on your pillow of arms. I just looked into the pond and I can see a frog staring right at me. His big eyes. All right, so we're going to keep the right arm in front, parallel to the short end of the mat. The left hand goes onto the lower back. Rest your forehead on your arm. I want you to lift your left leg and your head. So you're coming into a slight arch in the back. If it feels okay to do so, you can lift the arm with the head connected. So opposite arm and leg are lifting. Eye gaze looking to the front of the mat. One more time. Lovely. Then we change sides. Rest the head on the arm. Start to lift the opposite leg first. Then lift the head and the leg, pushing down through the forearm. And if that feels okay, keep the arm down or lift the head and arm together. One more time. Lovely. And now we come back to sit on our shins. We're going to come back onto our toes. And we're coming back to our Ustrasana. So this time, maybe keeping a hand on your heel, lift your hips and gaze back at your heel and back. If that is too much, go back to having your hand on your lower back that we did the last time. Inhale, pressing the hips forward. Sit down. Sit. We'll do one more time each side. Lovely. Okay, now we're going to bring our heels together and we're going to lift our knees. We're going to come into a sort of balance position. So I'm going to show you from the front so you can see. Got my heels touching, my toes wide, and it might be helpful to have something to hold on to here. If possible, lift your hands, feel the knees dropping down, feel the spine nice and long, eye gaze looking towards the ground, finding that point of balance. There we go. Beautiful. And then release. Lift yourself into Uttanasana, feet hip distance apart, and just fold. So feeling that nice stretch in the legs. And we're going to do another IT band stretch. So either putting a block underneath, placing your one hand, let's put the right hand in the middle, then the right knee, and lift the left arm up. And then change. Left hand in the middle, then the left knee, right leg is straight. So you flow between these two movements, taking a breath out as you twist, a breath in as you land. Let the breath be nice and slow. One more time. Each side. Beautiful. And then we're going to slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. There we are, we're standing. And that is the end of this sequence. So the next sequence we'll move into balance and standing poses. And then we'll finish with some supine back and forward fold work on the floor. So I hope you'll join me for the next session. Any feedback would be really appreciated. Excuse me while I scratch my mosquito bites. I hope to see you again on the mat and enjoy.